Keep up to date everywhere. News Talk 820 WBAP.
In the WBAP newsroom.
7:19, Eric Harley in with Hal J on this Thursday morning. A very busy morning as another judge, a second federal judge, this time in Maryland this morning, temporarily blocking the 90-day ban on immigration as part of the Trump administration and an executive order that was put out a few weeks ago. This is the second executive order. The president yesterday referring to it as the watered down version of the first executive order. Well, yesterday, a federal judge in Hawaii also blocked it. Let's find out what all this means and where it goes next as we turn to attorney Byron Henry. He is a partner with Scheef and Stone and joins us right now. And tell us, Mr. Henry, where does this go next and what ammunition, I guess, could you see that the Trump administration might have in court?
Well, good morning, Hal and Eric. I would say that this is not unexpected considering some of the leanings of the political leanings of some of the judges that are hearing these cases. But as these cases progress, and I believe the president's case becomes stronger based on his own powers over immigration delegated by Congress and under the Constitution, the opinions are getting thinner and less supported and more basically they're using, just to give you an example, in this most recent opinion, they're actually taking campaign statements and press statements and interviews on Face the Nation and news programs to try to draw up the fact that President Trump is actually exhibiting animus towards Muslims when he takes these countries that other administrations clearly know export terrorism and do not cooperate with the United States with respect to vetting of individuals, these 6 countries that were designated exporters of terrorism by President Bush and President Obama, that it's somehow all based on a personal animus against Muslims by Donald Trump. And the real basis of the new ruling is that this order discriminates against Muslims on the basis of religion. And if that's the left's best attack on this executive order, I believe the victory will be very short-lived, and the president is in a good place to have this reversed either at the next court or at the Supreme Court.
Hold that thought for just a moment. Byron, be right back after traffic in the classic Chevrolet.com Right Now Traffic Center. Here's Laura Houston.
Right now at WBAP, 57 degrees.
At 7:23, as we continue our conversation with attorney Byron Henry. Byron, where have you been able to find, because I haven't been able to find it, and I'm not an expert, but where are these judges, whether it's the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, that 3-judge panel there, Judge Robarts in the Washington case with the previous executive order, or this federal judge in Hawaii, where are they specifically making the case that the president broke the law or violated the Constitution? Have you been able to find that?
Yes, well, I believe that, as I said a minute ago, that the best case that those challenging President Trump's executive order has is they are attempting to tie President Trump's early calls during his campaign for some sort of a temporary or a vetting or a Muslim, what was called a Muslim ban, which is now turned into a temporary travel ban from 6 countries. They're trying to turn that into religious discrimination. And so the judge in Hawaii, which issued the 43-page ruling, the real ruling that affects the entire order and allows for a nationwide injunction, is that judge's finding that based on these campaign statements by Trump, the individual citizen and the candidate, somehow put a taint on his order that basically taking any action he takes against any country that's predominantly Muslim will be determined to be religious discrimination against a Muslim.
Why would a judge, based on this, other than just pure discrimination against Trump or the Republican Party, why would a judge issue a restraining order on all people from those countries traveling in here? Not Muslims, but all people from those 6 countries. Where does he come up with that being?
Do they have standing? Is that basically, are they giving standing to all the Muslims of those 6 nations, Byron?
I'll go one further. They're giving standing to an individual who is here in this country that wants his mother-in-law to come visit, and they're saying he has standing because someone who is not in this country, does not have a visa, is not a citizen, is not a green card holder, might want to visit. And the judge even went one step further. This person hasn't even been denied a visa to come here because the president included a waiver program for hardship for people that wanted to come here, even with the travel ban, which only lasts for 90 days, by the way. in place, and this person hasn't applied for a visa, hasn't even been denied a visa to come here, but yet this court found that this person here in the United States had standing to bring his mother-in-law from one of the countries on the list, and that is an extreme reach when it comes to standing for those involved with this and know the legal standard for standing. That is basically as far as I've ever seen standing extended to someone, especially in the immigration context.
Wow.
Okay.
Great stuff,
Henry,
Byron.
Thank you very much. Always good stuff from Byron. 726.